Happy Friday, people! It is Faith Friday, and like promised, I'm gonna share a little bit about my journey and what I'm learning and how my relationship with Christ is getting stronger as I take on this challenge of beating food addiction and weight restriction. And so I'm going to share a verse with you tonight because it is all about how we as women, and just humans in general, do not like to admit when we struggle and what we have, what our weaknesses are, and areas that we need help with. And I am not afraid to tell you when I struggle. I'm kind of an open book, and I will tell you when I'm struggling with something. And one of the reasons that I do that, and the reason that I've shared my journey with all of you, and I try to let everyone know that if I can do this, anyone can, is partly because of this verse. So it's 2 Corinthians 12:9. For my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest in me. Ladies, I say it all the time. I mean it with every fiber of my being. We are powerful beyond measure. When we can find that kind of power to tap into, listen, it's unlimited. It is power beyond measure. Christ gives us that power. And part of that is by exposing our weaknesses and admitting them and sharing them and telling people about them and not being ashamed of them and boasting about them, because my weakness is made strong through Christ when I draw on his power to help me deal with the things that I struggle with. And so not just with food, but with just every area in my life that I struggle. And it is just so empowering to know that he promises us to have the power to get through it with him. And so when I struggle and I struggle hardcore with eating addiction, and the more I expose that and the more I tell people about it and the more I own it and I realize it, I can speak truth to it and I can deal with it. So we need to accept our struggles and our failures and all of those things. And in doing that, it allows us to have the power to deal with them and to be better than them. So ladies, hide this in your heart. God tells us to hide his word in our heart so that we won't sin against him. And I'm a firm believer that overindulging in food and my struggle is sin. And so I'm going to hide God's word in my heart so that I can try to beat this food addiction one choice at a time. 2 Corinthians 12:9, ladies. Woo! We got this. We've got this. God's got this. I say all the time, be your hero in your story. Really, God is my hero in my story, and I'm just his faithful sidekick. But I do want to choose to write me in as my hero in my story every day. And part of doing that is accepting the struggles that we face and the hard things and the weaknesses that we have in life, so that we can draw on his power to make us strong in those weaknesses. So we've got this, ladies. I love every single one of you. I want every single one of you up on the top of your goal mountain. We've got this, one day, 1 second, 1 hour, 1 month, one choice at a time, ladies. Let's go. Make it an amazing weekend, and I will be back at you.